There's no question about it that Leon Draisaitl is frustrated, and you just have to listen to his post-game pressers to know that. And he's taking accountability, and he's saying, listen, I don't know how to garner that momentum. And really, it's coming off of the 5-on-5 play, but I think that it's also the power play that's leaking into this now. 0 for 10. He had 39 points during the regular season on the power play, and right now he doesn't have a point in the Stanley Cup final. Listen, you know that he's a playoff performer. He is frustrated with himself because he has that expectation. But when you look at him in particular, I look at his feet. I don't think he's moving his feet as well as he can, which leads you to believe that there's something nagging. But also, he's getting squeezed to the boards. Anytime you get squeezed to the outside, you got to give credit to Florida on this. They're pushing him to the wall. And you got to keep your feet moving along the outside if you want to find ways to generate those passing lanes. And really, the Florida Panthers are saying, listen, we're going to deflect with our stick. We're going to let you hang out there outside the dot. And then when we have an opportunity to close on you, we will. But they're taking away the options through the middle of the ice. And this is making it real difficult for Leon Draisaitl. But it's not just him. When you look across the board, McDavid doesn't have a goal. Hyman doesn't have a point. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins doesn't have a point. Leon Draisaitl doesn't have a point. So the Florida Panthers, they have been masterful in their defense by committee. This is a team effort. And I hate it when people say, listen, you just have to be hard and you have to be heavy. No, you have to have IQ. You have to have awareness. And this is the buy-in that the Florida Panthers have. Deflecting to the outside, squeezing in layers, making sure they're taking away those lanes, cross seam so Bobrovsky can challenge the shooter. When you look at this collective unit, this entire roster for the Florida Panthers with the head coach Paul Maurice at the helm, they're doing a masterful job, not just on the forecheck, but in the defensive end. So as a whole, when you look at this Edmonton Oilers team and the likes of Leon Draisaitl, they have to find a way to not just possess the puck, because upon possession, you allow that structure to set up. I think it has to be an attack right now mentality by that initial puck carrier. Listen, they might close the lanes. You might have a block shot or two, but you got to create some chaos. Just look at the third period. But when it comes to the Florida Panthers, you saw the end of that game. A 6-on-5 pulled goaltender, the best players in the world on the ice, and they couldn't get out of the corner.